Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Market Insights. I am Lavina Emma. Happy holidays to all our viewers out there. So today we are celebrating the economic spirit of the Muslim Salah celebrations. As Muslims around the world come together to mark this joyous occasion, businesses are gearing up for a surge in sales and economic activities. Now, in the weeks leading up to Salah celebrations, there's been a surge in demand for new clothing, foodstuffs, and other festive necessities. And this has translated to increased sales for businesses across various sectors, especially in the retail, manufacturing, and hospitality and transportation. Now, in the business sector, we know how busy Lagos has been in the weeks leading up to the Salah celebration. Shopping malls, not just in Lagos, also in international cities like Dubai. The demand for goods and services is skyrocketing, from the traditional attires that people wear and to savory foods. Now, the Salah celebrations is a boom for businesses all over the world. Beyond the surface level sales, there is a deeper economic story to be told. Now, first of all, let me take it sector by sector. In the travel and tourism sector, the Salah often coincides with a rise in domestic and international travel. So as people return to their hometowns to celebrate with family members or embark on pilgrimages. Now, this spike in travel activity benefits airlines, hotels, and tourism-related businesses. So in this episode, we will explore the macroeconomic implications of the Salah celebrations, from the boost in consumer spending to the impact on our gross domestic products, our GDP. So we'll also examine the role of e-commerce in shaping the Salah shopping experience and the opportunities for entrepreneurs and small businesses. So my guest is in the studio with me this morning, and he's the Chief Operating Officer for SOUQ News Television, Mr. Jide Taiwo. So welcome to the program.
Hello, Lovina.
Good
Glad
to
to
have
be
you
here.
here.
This is my Market Insight debut.
Yes,
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, this is really great. I'm happy you're on the program this morning.
Ma'am.
Okay, so today is part of the Salah celebrations. I mean, Muslims all over the world are marking Salah, and in my street, funny enough, they had long parties all night long till
Right.
early hours of the morning.
Right.
So most Muslims, I would say, are excited about the celebration. Okay, so now I mentioned during the introduction that a lot of business owners, I'm quite sure there was a surge in sales from people shopping and buying and eating, and also people who are traveling for transporters. So now let's talk about the economic implications of the Salah festivities for business owners, for transport owners, for airlines, for hoteliers, and people who own different tourist attractions in the country.
You know, typically festive periods provide a boost for economic activities. Typically, you know, from people moving from side to side. You know, I was leaving the office on Friday, and it took me 4 hours, you know, to make the journey from where the office is to my residence. And, you know, it was not surprising given the volume of people that were trying to move out and, in fact, into Lagos at that time. So you see all of those things happen when there are festivities. The same for major holidays such as Christmas or the New Year, for instance. So that's not surprising given that you know, instance. But what you see is that this year there appears to be a particular stress level, you know, that we've been dealing with before the festivities. There's been a surge in food prices, which for most Nigerians is the most obvious, you know, reason or most symptom of inflation. So you had food prices spiral, you know, in recent months, and you've seen that play out the more during the festivities. But by and large, you know, the hallmark of a Nigerian is our typical resilience. You know, you were speaking off here about your neighbors that had long parties and all whatnot. I've seen people slaughter a number of animals, given, you know, despite the price that is being asked. So it's a, you know, egg and chicken kind of situation. Are we happy because we have money? Are we happy because we don't, you know, you can't pull that aside?
Yeah, so what do you think about that with the inflation in the country right now? I mean, people were still able to buy cows and goats, and but just before you answered that, my colleague went on a market survey that was on Friday to look at the prices of food items, not just food items, but specifically cows, goats, and rams, because these are the animals that most Muslims kill during this festive celebration. So let's look at that short clip, and then we can come back to our guest in the studio.
The ram is here, but it's very expensive, not like before. Since now is very cost, and the market is cost, and there's no money. The situation is started from the transportation, because the people that we are selling from them, they are coming from the rural area, they bring it to the city, and we are going to the city, we are going to them and buy from them and bring to the Lagos. We are bringing it down from the Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, Maiduguri, Adamawa. We go to that places and buy them.
What we are expensive for now, we have never, from over 20-something years that we have been doing this business, we have never seen it before. The ram that we bought last year, around, let's example, like 50,000 is 100-something thousand now. And the transportation there is also, a trailer from north last year is like 800,000. This year is 1.5 million, the trailer. So we had everything on the ram and the goat and cow we bought. So all this to make cow and ram very, very expensive.
We used to gather, some buy 24 pieces, some buy 12, some buy 40. We should gather ourselves and put it inside one trailer. And the trailer money is now some millions of naira. It's not like before that you can pay 500,000 or 700,000. It's now we are going to pay like a 2-point-something million
for one person or
together. And we shall share the money on top of the rams. And we are paying money generally on the way from one place to another. All that money, we put it on the ram that we bought.
Well, it's the nature of the inflation of the market, because of in last year we used to be exporting cow and the ram from the trailer at the rate of 1-point-something million. But now from Adamawa, if we are coming down to Lagos or Kano, we'll pay 2.5 million. Again, if we are coming, the revenue from each state, when we leave the north, coming down to the south, each place we used to be paying revenue. You understand? When we go there, we buy a rate of ram at the rate of 300 or 280. Before we came down to Lagos, the expensive will be higher than 350.
It's not like before. Even yesterday, I never said it. Today's self, I never said it. Not because of anything, because of no money. Before, we used to sell at least a week to Salah.